leader of the raids, and that worked really well because that also allowed me to give myself master looter. And this was like actually like this was so long ago. I don't remember exactly like how the logic worked or whatever, but I just wanted to be leader. I didn't even think I master looted anything. I just wanted to kick people out that I thought sucked. Like, that's really what it was. I don't even think I master looted or ninja looted or anything. I wanted to kick people out who I thought were bad at the game.
The good drops, and guilds were quite strict with it. My guild in particular would remake the entire raid if someone was foolish enough to zone in before the designated person, which was a pain since the raids were 40-man, and you had to have everyone zone out, hope
That's
that
so
no one was
fucking
AFK,
stupid, dude.
and manually re-invite the right people again, and then rebuff.
Yeah.
It took forever, but I guess it was something that they felt strongly enough to waste 20 minutes of valuable raiding time.
Yeah, that's about right.
It was, of course, never revealed just what influences the loot in the game and what doesn't, and it's something that's died ever since the advent of personal loot, thankfully.
Wow.
And next, we have the Bengal Tiger. Up until the Cataclysm expansion,
Yep.
there was rumored to be a hidden tiger mount in the game. It exists in the game
Yep.
files, and hey, look, there are even screenshots of it this time.
Yeah,
Players
it looks
once
pretty
more
badass.
scoured the earth in search of this mount, this time focusing their efforts in the Stranglethorn Vale zone.
It's right
which
there
holds
on
a
the
selection
corner.
of Bengal tigers.
The cave
thus
is
having
there,
a
but that's
supposed
it.
connection. Eventually, through some tricky out-of-bounds jumping, a lone cave was found in these mountains. This was never designed for players to be able to reach.
Yeah, there it
but
is.
There's quite a lot of detail put into it. You have this nicely
That's the
lit
Bengal
path
Tiger
with a bunch
vendor.
of torches and crates scattered about.
Yep.
And this cave which holds these tarps.
So they actually did give the Bengal tiger to somebody. There is a genuine Bengal tiger in the game. So there was a girl that apparently got it from the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and they gave her the Bengal tiger. So there you go, guys. If you want the tiger, you know, there you go. That's how it's done. He's gonna get to do that. Yeah, exactly.
Why, these tarps must be made of Bengal tiger hide, players said, and thus the
Oh
Bengal
my
tiger
God,
cave was
dude.
born. It was rumored that under certain conditions, a vendor
Oh
would
my
spawn
God,
in the
dude.
cave and sell you
Yeah,
the
just have
fabled
terminal
mount.
cancer. That's all.
It only spawns at certain times, maybe once a year. Oh, maybe you need to have this cape equipped to see the NPC.
Ooh, tiger
Or maybe you
strike.
need
That's
to be
smart.
a hunter and have a tiger tamed as a pet.
Yep.
Maybe, just maybe, it was a mount that was planned, but was just eventually scrapped, and the screenshots going around were from the beta of the game and never made it to release.
That must have been it. I mean,
The
like, there
latter
could have been like a
scenario
private
was
server or
indeed
something
the
like that.
case, and no matter what players did, the Bengal Tiger Cave yielded no Bengal Tiger.
Yep.
Getting into the final three here, though.
My mom thought
next up,
this.
we have the Emerald Dream.
Yeah, my mom actually thought
This
this.
does, of course, exist in the lore. As described by the Wowpedia, it's a vast, ever-changing spirit world.
She thought it
that
was in
exists outside
Fairless.
the boundaries of the physical world.
Yeah.
And it represents how Azeroth would be if intelligent beings had not altered its surface. Basically, a utopia of sorts.
Yeah.
It was referenced in various ways, even in Classic. You talk with
Scepter of the
Melter
Shifting
and
Sands quest
Stormrage's
line.
spirit from the dream
Ooh.
during the Scepter of the Shifting Sands quest line.
okay.
But it was always believed that it actually existed within the game somewhere, and that she could somehow
It
access
actually
it.
did.
Well, it turns out that it
Yeah.
does exist, but like with many others in the list, it's only in the game files.
Exactly.
It was being worked on throughout the
That
alpha
is the
version
Emerald
of
Dream right
game,
there.
and it was believed to be a high-level zone for players to adventure in, and the Druid class in particular would have a close link to it. In 2003, Jeff Kaplan, the lead game designer, said that it was in the works and that it was shaping up to be extremely cool. The zone was meant to be endgame, it was very large, and
It's
was
too
gonna
bad
be
this never
exceedingly
happened, man.
challenging. This
It
was
really
all
is.
said before release in 2003, so when the game launched, players eventually asked the question, well, where is it? In classic fashion, Blizzard maintained radio silence, which prompted many rumors and even hoaxes on how to enter the Emerald Dream.
Yeah.
False directions being posted.
Yep.
Oh yeah, just keep going.
Swim
through
out into
fatigue
the
water.
ocean, that's all.
It's somewhere over there, just keep going.
Yep, just keep going.
Videos of people exploring the zone were posted, some of which providing no context. One of the most popular exploration videos back then was by Dopefish, who showed himself exploring various places, the Emerald Dream included.
What the
It was
fuck?
disclosed that it was all done on a private server, I believe.
Yep.
But it didn't stop people from trying to figure out ways to reach it. In this scene,
Wait, is he gonna
you can see
RP
that
walk
he
in there and
heroically
then
slays a
fucking
green
cut it
drake
into the
and
Emerald
walks
Dream?
to the portal, and with some simple video editing, he's in. These
Oh
green
my
portals
God.
behind all of the Dragons of Nightmare World bosses were always believed to be
That's so
linked
fucking
somehow,
funny,
which
dude.
may have been the intent at some point.
And you know, there's like all
but
these
alas,
kids back
yielded
then.
no
It's
result.
like, you know, like kids back then, they weren't used to being lied to on the internet. You know, they weren't used to just like being just reflexively skeptical. And so some kid would probably see that and get himself killed 8 times trying to walk through one of the fucking world bosses to get into this portal, only to finally get there and walk right through and turn around, and then fucking, what's his name? Aramis, or whatever the fuck his name is gonna just attack him through the goddamn, the portal, right? It's pretty funny to think about that. On the internet, nobody knows you're a lying gnome. Exactly, dude. Aramis. What are their names? Terriar? I think there's one of them. Yeah. Emerus. Yeah. Oh, it's Emerus. Yeah. The only reason I know it's Emerus is fucking Athene. Okay. Well, is Athene? Is Emerus even one of them? Fuck, dude. I don't even remember.
On the real servers.
Yeah, it's been so long.
It was only on September 2006, after the announcement of the Burning Crusade expansion, that Blizzard broke their silence on the matter and confirmed that it's not in the game, and also that there are no plans for it as of yet. Between then and now, players have flirted with the Emerald Dream for various quests, and even visiting the corrupted Emerald Nightmare raid in the Legion expansion. But to this day, we've yet to see a full representation of the Fabled Zone. And in similar fashion, another one from Classic here is that you could enter the Outland.
The funny thing about these is
this is the Orc homeworld of Draenor. Now,
the best part about this is that the best myths are grounded in reality. And there are actually places that you can go to and see Outland in Vanilla WoW. And if you can mix the myth of the game with like kind of the reality, I think that's really where it comes. Because like, you can get people to believe it halfway. And if you can prove half of it, people will just want to believe the other half.
Corrupted by the Burning Legion, and it served as the stage for Khadgar's campaign in Warcraft 2.
What the fuck?
This myth, of course, ended with the Burning Crusade expansion.
The fucking cinematic, dude. I don't remember that one.
But it was believed that you could somehow enter the Twisted Realm far before that.
Yeah.
I mean, the Dark Portal was in the game, so it was inevitable that players searched for ways to enter it, or at least come up with outlandish theories or rumors to find the hidden zone. As I said, most myths are based off of some truth.
Bro, I thought that shit was real back
again
then.
With this one.
What do you mean?
There were plans for players to enter the Outland in Vanilla World of Warcraft. I mean, why have the Dark Portal on the login screen, right? But due to one reason or another, it was scrapped and saved for later. Either they ran out of time, or they just didn't expect just how successful the game was going to be.
I don't think any, like...
And once they said that, maybe they said, let's just save it for another expansion. However, just like the Emerald Dream,
this is
there
it,
existed a version of the Outland.
This is the original Outland right here.
Of course, not actually accessible by the players.
Yeah.
This would later become the Hellfire Peninsula.
Yep.
And as you can see, this would be Honorhold, where Khadgar and company took residence. And the zone as a whole has a lot of similarities to the final version that we received. It had a huge amount of work put into it, considering that it never saw the light of day.
It's disappointing that all these new zones...
Dopefish's exploration video.
If they did Classic Plus, would you guys want to see them take these old zones that were kind of like ideas and take what the old files were and then just iterate on them and recreate them into an actual game? Like, I would love to see them do that, and like the Dragon Isles and like Karazhan Crypts, etc., man. That'd be fucking cool, dude. Like, I would love to see that. The original iteration of the Mount Hydro raid. Yeah, dude. Poll? I don't know if that'd be a poll, but like, I would love to see them take like the original stuff that people used to see in like these videos and take that exact content and then build that into something even bigger and release it for Classic Plus. I feel like that would just be like fucking nostalgia overload for people. It would be like the best combination of like nostalgia with like also... It's like finding out that a unicorn is real. I think that's what it would be like. It would be like finding out that a unicorn is real.
And players oohed and awed at the unseen lands.
Nostalgia
there must
plus,
be a way
exactly.
in there. Maybe if I try to go through the portal on a level 47 naked gnome with nothing but a banana in my inventory.
Yeah, back to the drawing board.
There was also another version hidden away in the Dead Mines instance.
Yep, this one right here.
Which still exists to this day, actually.
Wait,
If you
what?
glitch through the wall with slow fall, you can reach another work in progress of what's referred to as the Old Outland.
Wait, what?
And another red herring was
You can do it in the
located
game
in
now?
the Ashara zone. In the depths, you could find a dark portal. Wait, don't we already have that in the Blasted Lands? Well, how do you explain this screenshot then? What you're looking at is an underwater dark portal found in the waters
Do
of
it? You guys
Ashara.
want me to do it?
It was removed in the alpha version of World of Warcraft.
I'll do it if you
but
want.
That didn't stop players from exploring the waters and searching for some remnants of the portal.
Okay.
The answer was simple though. Back in the alpha of the game, every instance had the dark portal as a placeholder for the entrance. And at some point, it seems like there were some plans for an underwater
I'll do it
dungeon
after
of
this.
sorts located in the zone. But for some reason, probably time,
Yeah, I'll do it after
ended
this.
up being scrapped. The screenshot remained though, and the zone would become one of many focal points of players' search of the Outland.
Well, they just basically reused the asset of the dark portal somewhere else, and they decided not to do that to make the dark portal more unique. It's not really that amazing.
But as much as we look back and
Number
laugh
one
at
is gonna be
crazy
the
things
Ashbringer.
that players did to enter these zones,
I already know it.
This one was understandable because it was actually referenced.
Number
and
one is
hinted
the
at
Ashbringer.
in-game through the corrupted Ashbringer event, which leads me to number one on our list, and that's the thought that you could obtain the legendary purified Ashbringer in classic World of Warcraft. Come on, how could this not be number one?
Yep.
The Ashbringer was
I
the
knew
weapon of the former High Lord of the Silver Hand,
I knew it, dude.
Alexandros Mograine.
Yep.
And when he fell at the hands of his son, he, along with his weapon, became corrupted and were made to serve Kel'Thuzad in death. He was one of the Four Horsemen, which was a boss fight in the Nextramus 40-man raid in Vanilla, and on the drop table, players could loot the corrupted Ashbringer to wield for themselves.
Man,
the sword
dude.
came with a variety
gonna
of
get
special
that.
effects, including creepy whispers from the last
I'll
soul
be the
of
first
Mograine
person to
himself.
get that. That's gonna be great. Yeah, it has like whispers and all kinds of other crazy
If you
shit,
had it
dude.
equipped, the Argent Dawn faction would become hostile to you, so
Yep.
you had to put it away whenever you entered their hub. And on the flip side, if you entered the Cathedral wing of the Scarlet Monastery
They were all be
dungeon,
friendly.
you trigger a special event.
I forgot
where
the Argent
spirit of
Dawn would be
Alexandros
hostile.
takes revenge on his son. Going into a hidden chamber on the side and talking to the undead Inquisitor Fairbanks,
Yep.
he provides some information on the cursed sword, and he ultimately tells players to find his other son, a more devout and pious man you may never meet. It is rumored that he is able to build the Ashbringer anew without requiring the old tainted blade, and that he
I fucking thought it was going to happen in BC, dude. I remember trying to think, man, I've got to get the fucking Ashbringer in vanilla so I can get the actual Ashbringer in BC, but it never happened.
resides in the Outland. This set off the biggest scavenger hunt in the game's history.
Yep.
Like I said, players tried every way possible to zone through the dormant portal in
People
the
said you need
Blasted
fish
Lands,
corrupt
the
Ashbringer.
location of the removed portal in Ashara. There was a joke book that dropped from the Altrek Valley battleground called Nat Pagel's
And that's
Guide
how to
to
get
Extreme
the
Angling,
legendary sword
with all but
Ashbringer,
the
right?
last page missing. It reads, and so
Yep.
that's where you'll find the legendary sword of the Scarlet High Lord, Ashbringer. Ain't it amazing what you run into in an ordinary day
Well,
of fishing?
people ran with that.
Which prompted players to then fish for it in the waters
Right
outside the
underneath
Stratholme
the
dungeon,
bridge.
where Alexandros met his end.
Yep.
There were NPCs who referenced it, and even a data-mined legendary version of the blade itself.
Oh my
so
god.
it was no wonder that players
Oh
were
my
scouring every
fucking
corner of
God.
the world.
We were
After
so
thousands
dumb,
and
dude.
thousands of posts,
We
it
were
was
so
confirmed
dumb.
to not exist in the game in early 2006, where the community manager, Ionix, stated that they'll only add it after casters receive their legendary. So once Nextramus came out and they got Adtiesh, and now with that corrupted Ashbringer, players thought that it was in-game and it was just super hidden.
Yep.
Of course, when the Burning Crusade
Yep.
launched, everyone scrambled to find the last son of Alexandros Mograine. But even still, after going over every zone
See-
with a fine-tooth comb, he was nowhere to be found.
That's such a disappointment, man. Dude, it would have been so badass if they had done that. Like, imagine an item that you fucking improve over expansions. I couldn't even imagine, like, Blizzard doing something like that big. That'd be fucking insane, dude. Rollback, yeah, it was better that it was never added. I don't know. Well, it was added, actually. But just in general, I don't know. I think that'd be really fucking cool. And EverQuest did that. Heirlooms? No, not like heirlooms, okay? Like something that's really hard to get. Like they can't do that in current WoW because the whole progression system's broken. So there's no way you can be like, oh, well then you want to have like all this. It would not work in current WoW, unfortunately. But yeah, there it is. NBC in Terracotta Forest was a blacksmith. Wait, what's this here? NBC in Terracotta Forest, who was the blacksmith of Honorhold, who was mega teased to be the son of Alexander Smogreen, named David Wayne. Oh yeah, he's for the blacksmithing quests. See, I thought that the guy who was going to purify Ashbringer was what's his name's son, Turalian's son, the guy in Honorhold. But obviously that never fucking happened.
And it was only in the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, when Tyrion Fordring got the Ashbringer in lore, did most players give up on their quest.
Yep.
Ultimately, as you know, we did eventually see the Ashbringer released as an artifact weapon in the Legion expansion. A bit anticlimactic, however, as every single paladin got it. Hey, wasn't this supposed to be a fabled, ultra-powerful mythical weapon?
That's why everybody gets it.
Well, maybe there was a sale going on or something.
Everybody's ultra-powerful.
But still, during the time, it goes down as one of the biggest myths in the game's history, with Blizzard themselves even referencing it. You can unlock the alternate corrupted appearance of the blade, and the whole process referenced all of the ridiculous things that players did in their hunt for the Ashbringer.
McConnell is one of the people that figured this out.
Killing these slimes in
back
the
in the
Eastern
day.
Plague Lands, talking to random NPCs, and yes, even fishing in the waters outside of Stratholme. So I guess everything came full circle after all.
Yep.
But that's about it. This concludes the top 10 myths of World of Warcraft. Some understandable, and some downright ridiculous. Whatever the case was, I hope that you found the video entertaining. Like it if you liked it. And
this
I'll
was
see you
pretty
in the
funny.
next one.
Yeah,
Peace.
I feel like there's like so much history about like WoW that's like if you've played the game for that long, you just remember like vaguely like all these dumbass things in the game.
We hope you enjoy.
And it's great, dude. You gonna play Dark Souls again? Yeah, on the second. Watch some video of Warcraft for a story with Jimmy. I've seen that. I saw that like fucking 10 years ago, man. Yeah, I saw that back in the day. Like Jeff thought that video was really funny. I didn't think it was that funny, but Jeff loved it, dude. Sacrificing the right amount of gnomes is what determines the raid loot. Everybody knows that. Yeah, of course it is. And so you can actually wait. Is that actually true? So you can go to the old Outland right now. There's no way that's true. On a Demon Hunter, yes. What the fuck? You're gonna get banned? Should we go do it? Guys, should we go do it? You've done it before. No, I haven't. I know for a fact I haven't done it before. Like, so I can actually go in and... I'm not gonna get banned. I'm pretty sure I won't get banned. I mean, I hope I don't get banned.
Can somebody tweet this at McConnell and make sure he knows about this?
What the hell? What the hell is that, dude? Okay.
Can somebody tweet this at McConnell and make sure he...
Dude?
This is my favorite clip of McConnell of all time. Now, just for some context. We were doing Project 70. And this one kid queued for a dungeon. And we told him, and everybody, you were not allowed to do it. And McConnell insisted that Soda kick him out of the fucking guild.
Soda poppin'.
I actually have to kick you, dude. I'm not even kidding. Like we have to find a different person. You have to completely start over if you want to be a part of the project.
Yep.
I absolutely have to kick
and
you.
that item is from the questing.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's from the dungeon finder thing.
People have been spamming it, and I didn't say anything because he sounds like he's really young, and I felt terrible.
Yeah, no, I feel bad too, but rules are rules.
I don't feel bad. You don't cheat.
That's right. True.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have did it.
Shouldn't have done it.
Good, man.
Corrects his fucking grammar, dude.
It's all good, man. All right, well, here's the deal.
Oh,
I'm
God,
gonna kick
dude.
you from the guild. We're gonna level up again if you want to be a part of it, dude. I'm really sorry.
It's alright. I cheated. I shouldn't do it.
That's right.
All right, man. Have fun, dude. Peace out.
We did it, chat.
And he's gone. Where's that mage? Whose guild is he in? He needs to